15 Benefits of Freelancing. A freelancing profession is a highly worthwhile and ideal career for lots humans. In case you've ever taken into consideration freelancing as a career choice, you ought to recognize approximately the advantages of freelancing earlier than creating a preference. As the commercial enterprise international has developed and adapted over the past few years, freelance advertising careers have virtually taken off as a suited and profitable pursuit. Freelancing, that's a term used to explain a career in which someone works for themselves and is employed on a challenge by using undertaking foundation with the aid of different companies, is turning into extra famous career desire. There are many advantages of freelancing which can make the career path even greater appealing to exceptional humans. If you are unsure of whether or not or no longer freelancing is the satisfactory option in your future, then take a look at those benefits of freelancing. They may help persuade you to provide freelancing or attempt to discover this gratifying profession course. 1. Multiple sources of earnings. While you work as a freelancer, there without a doubt aren't any limits as to how much you may earn. You furthermore aren't dependent on an unmarried supply for your income like you are in a standard 8-to-5 process. You can get a couple of streams of revenue coming in, which enables you get better manage of your budget and plan out how a great deal cash you want to earn and paintings from there. It additionally means that you could begin freelancing as a facet hustle before you take it on as a full-time career. 2. Self-control. Have you ever wanted to be your very own boss? Well, freelancing allows you to do that. Because you are in control of what jobs you pick out and what work you do, you've got manage of how you manage your workdays and entire your tasks. You get to end up an self-sufficient entity and have total authority over what you do and how you do it. You furthermore may get to avoid things like workplace politics and terrible control when you work for yourself. 3. Bendy hours. Some other certainly one of the most important blessings of freelancing is that you get to select and choose what working hours are exceptional for you. No longer anyone is efficient among the hours of 8, 5, and in case you are a determined, caregiver, or otherwise busy character, you then realize that matters come up, and operating the same 9 hours every day doesn't usually work high quality in your schedule. Freelancing allows you to have flexible hours every day, selecting what instances paintings best for you and making plans your days from there. 4. Place flexibility. Whilst you are a freelancer, you can work from virtually everywhere within the global. You aren't tied to a single location like an workplace building and might take your computer anywhere you need. This means that you've got loads greater flexibility in how you work. You can even take your laptop on holiday with you and work a few hours an afternoon earlier than playing the relaxation of it slow doing what you want, in which you need. 5. Stepped forward talent set. Running as a traditional worker regularly manner that you have a set job description and don't regularly stray out of that function. Which can mean you don't get a hazard to expand your skills and analyze new things, and as an alternative enjoy extra monotony at paintings. One of the benefits of freelancing is the ability to attempt out new abilities and increase your information in lots of extraordinary areas, like advertising, income, control, client relations, and one-of-a-kind practice areas. 6. Variety in daily activities. Operating as a freelancer also manner that the daily tasks and activities you have got can range drastically from each day. In place of getting caught in the monotony of a traditional office task, you can as a substitute pick out specific jobs and attempt out new tasks that upload range and hobby to your days. This will assist you sense more encouraged to work and dedicated to your customers. It also allows you to find out what types of jobs are your favorites. 7. Activity protection. Freelancing is becoming more and more famous as an alternative for groups. Rather than hiring and schooling in-residence employees, companies can lease a freelancer for only a few hours and keep money. Because of this, there are continually jobs to be had for freelancers. Irrespective of what type of freelancing you do, your profits depend upon how hard you figure, so you can in reality comfy your revenue streams without risking your activity or annoying about getting fired. 8. Make money working from home advantages. Because you don't have to cross into the office as a freelancer, You could enjoy all of the advantages of running from home each day, while not having to surprise if your control is going to request you come back to the office. Meaning you may keep away from commuting hours, visitors' jams, garb and meals costs, and different traditional office irritants. You can take lunch when it works for you, run errands and go shopping while you want, and select up the youngsters without any work risks. 9. Pick out the paintings you want. Have you ever been compelled to deal with a consumer that you just didn't connect to? Or had a day-by-day assignment assigned to you that you didn't like doing? These varieties of conditions are not unusual in a traditional office putting, in which you have confined manipulate over what you do and what sort of clients you work with. One of the exceptional benefits of freelancing is the capacity to pick the projects and customers which you really want to paintings with, not simply which of them are assigned to you. 10. Grow at your tempo. Freelancing allows you to grow and expand at your own pace. You get to determine what form of work you want to do and how many customers you are taking on. This lets in you to begin slowly or expand unexpectedly, relying on what you need to do together with your freelancing career. You could additionally determine while to feature new provider regions, growth costs, or take on new initiatives. You may sluggish down or accelerate however you select. 11. Create a peace-life balance that works for you. Allows face it, most people have very busy lives that don't paintings optimally in an 8 to 5 p.m. putting. Family occasions, time with friends, and our personal pursuits all have an essential role in our lives and in our fashionable happiness and pride. When work overtakes those regions, it is able to be exceptionally provoking and unfavorable to our careers. In spite of everything, it's tough to be dedicated to a task that doesn't recognize its slow. Freelancing lets in you to create a peace-life balance that works to your way of life. 12. Increase interpersonal abilities. As a freelancer, you're responsible for finding clients, managing your relationships with customers, and final on agreements with one-of-a-kind organizations. This calls for you to have competencies for coping with different human beings and dealing with your own commercial enterprise. These interpersonal competencies are critical to hone in popular, and freelancing gives you an opportunity to build up those skills and enhance in those regions. 13. Workload manipulate. Burnout is a form of exhaustion that leaves one feeling crushed, emotionally tired, and not able to preserve up with their responsibilities. It's also a first-rate drain for your emotional, bodily, and intellectual fitness. And burnout is all too actual, mainly for those in traditional workplace jobs. Freelancing lets in you to manipulate your workload, which means you could cut down on tasks if you want more time to avoid burnout and feature a greater attainable workload. 14. Growth creativity. Running as a freelancer additionally lets in you to have greater creative control over what you do. You may choose tasks that require creative concept, which enables you growth your creative competencies and think in a different way about unique situations. Depending on the type of freelancing you do, you may also practice creativity in pitching to clients and assisting them come up with thoughts. Creativity is going a protracted way in assisting you gain new goals and increase your freelancing business. 15. Economic safety. One of the nice blessings of freelancing is the economic protection you may have. Freelancing lets in you to have manipulate over what you earn based at the quantity of projects you are taking on and what you pick out to charge your customers. Everyone must try freelancing at least once in their life. Thank you for your precious time.